Playhouse, Zero, and Amy K. So Father's Day, days away, obviously, and so a lot of dad stuff scattered this week throughout the Y94 Playhouse. And what we wanted to try is like dad core memories, your favorite memories of your dad. Is there one that stands above all else? Like if somebody's ever like, oof, tell me about your dad. It's that story that it's like, I can't tell because I cannot not tell it because it's such a favorite story that just encapsulates who he is as a human. Core dad memory, Amy K.
So my dad was like always super happy, joking around. He would never get mad. I've hardly ever seen my dad yell, but one time, and my sister and I talk about this all the time, he was making a bunch of food, like all these pasta sauces. I don't even know what we were doing, but he was cooking more food than would feed our family.
Okay.
I can't remember why, but my sister and I come home from school and he's like in the kitchen. We were just going to have a little afternoon snack. He always had snacks for us. All of a sudden, he drops the pot of sauce. It looks like a murder scene in our home. There was sauce everywhere.
It's like red sauce?
Red sauce.
Of course, it's red hot sauce.
My dad starts like yelling, swearing. We've like never seen this side for him. But now it's time for us to go to soccer practice. And he's like, your mother's going to have to take you to soccer practice. And we had never seen, there were more swears. So I can't really say what he said on air. But my sister and I still talk about it all the time. Whenever something happens, we always say, your mother's going to have to take you to soccer practice. Like, that's how you knew it was bad.
Well, and I would imagine anytime you have just like spaghetti.
Oh, my God. I don't even know why he was cooking that much food. But he had spent hours, and I don't know why he was home during the day. If for some why he wasn't at work that day, I can't remember any of it. But I just remember we came home, and he made all this food, and then it was just all over the kitchen. It was like Kevin from The Office when he drops the big thing of chili. That was my dad.
I feel like he just woke up and was like, sorry, sir, I can't come to work today. Why? Just got a hankering for some pasta. I gotta do some cooking.
I don't know why he was cooking so much. And maybe I should reach out to my sister to see if she remembers. But it went everywhere, all over. And our cabinets were white, but it was just red splatter everywhere.
Was there painting that needed to be done? It seems like you might end up having to paint.
He just kept saying, this is a bleeping disaster! No! This is a bleeping disaster!
That core favorite dad memory. Hello.
Oh, yeah. When my dad, he would get off work and, occasionally he would go to the bar with some friends of his. And at that bar, they had this, like, huge vending machine or, like, claw machine of different stuffed animals and stuff. And him and his friends, like, tipped it over one evening. And, like, he brought home just, like, it was, like, a 20-something stuffed animals for my brother and I. It was really funny.
Woo, vandalism.
This one is a nice one. Someone said, when I was learning to drive, my dad was the calmest person on earth. I would hit curbs, forget my signal, almost run into people. He would never yell. He'd just laugh and say, well, now you know not to do that again. Every time I drive, I still think about those lessons.
That core memory, a favorite dad memory where you will forever remember this. 237, it's called text, voice memo, the Playhouse. That works too.
Someone said, my favorite memory of my dad is when I was about 8 years old. I wanted to go camping, so he took me, but he really didn't know what he was doing. We forgot about half the stuff we needed, burned our food, and then ended up having to sleep in his truck because it started pouring rain. At the time, I thought the trip was a disaster, but now it's one of my favorite memories because we laughed the entire weekend.
Got a core memory of dad, a favorite memory?
It was on the baseball diamond, but like not like during a game, but it was in preparation and all those like off-season months. Just I learning how to catch and throw and hit with him. He was my pitcher. He would just be chucking balls my way. It wasn't the best pitcher. I remember he was kind of wild, hit me a couple of times, but always by accident, I think. But no, just getting to the place where I could hit the ball and went over his head. Like that was a thrill, like to know I could get it in the air, get it out of the infield. And then he would always chase the balls down with his bucket of balls, and he would like be running back to the outfield, fetching the balls, and he would pick up the ball, hold it up, and just show me how far I hit it. He took pride how far I had to walk or run to get to a ball.
Well, and now with your eyes now, I bet you can look at that and be like, man, that guy was probably exhausted.
Yeah, but it's still showing up, going out there.
Those core favorite dad memories.
Someone said my dad worked nights when I was growing up, so I didn't get to see him much during the week. So every Saturday morning, he'd wake me up and we'd go get donuts. And looking back, those Saturdays meant everything. And someone else said, one of my favorite memories is pretty simple. Every time it snowed, my dad would take us outside before like anyone else had been out there. And we would touch the snow, play around in it. We'd make the first footprints in the yard, and it felt like we owned the whole world.
And dad memory.
Well, my dad's outnumbered by my sister and my mom and I, and one day we were kind of bored, so we asked him to dress and brag for us, and he did. He wore like my heels and this like jumpsuit and a wig and eyelashes, and he looked awesome, actually. I was pretty jealous.
Now, was he miserable, or towards the end was he like, I do look amazing?
I think he kind of liked it. He lets his freak flag fly, and I love him for it.
There you go. Well, what girl dad has not been made up at some point?
My brother-in-law, sometimes when I'm FaceTiming my nieces, they'll be like, look at daddy's makeup, or we let him paint it. He let us paint his toenails. And I'm like, are you going to take that off? And he's like, no, it's okay. No one's going to see it.
Yeah, no, toenails, I think, a pretty fair game. It's when they want to do anything else that feels a little more permanent or like visual. You're like,
Yeah, maybe after I'll take it off.
How about the toes? Look what we got you for Father's Day, some new flip-flops.